Del keyword is a simply deleting command in Python. It deletes user-defined objects from the shell, including variables and functions. It's used in order to clear the Python shell from any previously defined object. For example, if we run the function, we get the values defined. So if we A, B, and C computed. So in this way, we run the function. Also the distance, for example, I can use the print dist, for example, 7 and 9. Also, we can define other variables like r. So these are all defined. If I say r, s, and so on. So all these are defined here. So we can delete them one by one. So if we say delete A, and I test A, it's not defined anymore. Now this doesn't mean it deletes from the file. The file is still saved, but it erases the variable from the memory of the idle shell. Once you use delete, the idle shell is cleared from that variable. Also, Del can delete multiple objects like B, C, R. So when we see B, it's not defined. R also is not defined. It can delete functions, as we said. So del dist. We don't need to put the parentheses, just define the name. And if we say to repeat this call, it will say, sorry, name dist is not defined. Deleting is not permanent. So we can define A again with another value. We have a function like absolute value. So absolute value is a function in Python. So if I define my absolute function, if I say, for example, ABS if I use ABS for, in order to distinguish my function from the standard Python function, let's say integer, so it always returns integer value. For example, if I say ABS 5 or 4, it is 4. But if I say ABS 4.5, of course this is wrong. This is not correct. But at least I can know now this ABS is my function, the function which returns the integer values. Now, if I'm going to delete this function, simply I will say delete ABS. Now let's test the same value here. Now we returned to the ABS of Python. So the question is this: can I delete the ABS of Python? No, simply because it is a generic or built-in function. So for that reason, when it tried to look for ABS as a user-defined function, it didn't find it, and it said ABS is not defined.